prep the back of her legs. The reason why I told her to lay on her stomach, say if she booked several services, I don't want to have to flip her twice. So I tell her to lay on her stomach at first. This is the only time she would have to turn over. You don't want to be flipping people back and forth. Look around and see, and then I'll go in with a cleanup strip. But the wax, of course, with hard wax is okay to go over the area twice. Soft wax, no. Underarms, I feel like you can do it like kind of like immediately. But here, I'll usually lay one, lay another, and go back to the first one. So legs can be a little interesting only because you may have to typically, like when she turns over, I'll show you, usually bend her knee and go on the side because the side is a little hard. So longer strips, of course, you need a little bit more wax. And with legs, sometimes there is directional hair. So this strip, I'm going to, so it may not be straight up and down. And this wax won't dry up on you so fast that you're not able to like fix your strip in a sense. And see, I'm always pulling down so that I'm stretching the skin prior to pulling the strip. Even if it's at her ankle, you just always want to give yourself leverage to be able to pull. Right now, I have a Ciara pot and I have an italwax pot. Every pot is different, but usually, typically, rule of thumb, if you have a Celsius pot, 60 Celsius is my resting. I raise it up a little bit to melt the wax down, but you always want to make sure it's at its resting prior to, you know, your service or prior to the client getting in there. For soft wax, if you have a pot that is low, medium, high, I typically keep it on medium for soft wax. Me personally, I use hard wax for legs, but I like to use soft wax too. So I do have soft wax and hard wax on my station, just in case if I need to clean up in the area that say maybe the hard wax isn't getting. You always want to be able to have options, and that's why I have soft wax and hard wax on my station ready to go, just in case you need it. And if you're doing hard wax with legs, please be very careful with the knee because you can bruise someone because the knee can kind of be squishy. You always want to pull it back really tight before you pull it up. Always apply pressure, even if the client's like, please apply pressure, just know that you make a note of applying pressure all the time. It helps. I use coral, I use orchid, I use glow wax since I started, and then once I switched over, they were like, what's that? But once they saw the results, they just like it. And please note that someone can say, you know, like, we love the wax, but you have to be able to control the wax. Once you be able to control the wax, that's how you fall in love with it. And of course the results too, but you as the esthetician need to know how to control it. And it's very easy to control. Like, it's not a learning curve. It's so easy. Once you get the temperature down, as I say, like that 60 Celsius. If you do have a Fahrenheit pot, you just convert that 60 Celsius to Fahrenheit, and then that'll give you that number. And you could do that in Google. If you type in 60 Celsius conversion Celsius to Fahrenheit, it'll give you the Fahrenheit number.
We have Ciara Natura and waxness. Guys, we also at Legion, we carry different wax pots. We carry the Messier pots. Those are my favorite. We also carry the Ital pots, and we also carry, they're actually on the waxness pots. The waxes are the most affordable. The Ital, they're not too bad for Ital. The 5 pound, they're $239. For the 10 pound, they're $249.
One thing I will say, the best investment is getting a good wax pot, because you don't want to run through the wax pots that you're getting. And no shade to Amazon, we all love Amazon, but you don't want to get a bunch of wax pots off of Amazon where you can get one pot. I bought my Messier pot 2019. I still have that pot. It's a 5 pound pot. You always want to make an investment in a good pot. That will definitely, and it's, I mean, it's a little bit at the beginning, but it's a great investment. And Legion also offers Afterpay, so it makes the payments even more affordable.
We also have discount codes on our page. If you guys look, every video we do post a discount code. It's usually like 10% off. Sometimes we do have 15% off, just so you guys can like have a heads up for that. You know, it definitely makes a difference. So we have gel-based waxes, and we also have cream. I like cream waxes like Ciara. Coral is the best cream wax that we have. We also do have different brands like Derm Wax. Their cream wax is Pink Chiffon. It's also really good. And then for Ital, their gels, we have Crystal, we have Orchid. Orchid's our top seller. And then for Derm, we have Sparkle Blue, and that's our top seller for the gel. Like she said, every wax is different. You know, it applies different, it rips different. Some are efficient, some are not, depending also like on the brand. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, they do have like differences between every wax.
Or having cream and gel both on your station, like you can always alternate. There's nothing wrong with that either. Like I said, going back to me saying having options, it's always nice to have, say the cream isn't getting everything up, or you had a recent shave or something like that. You may want to go in with gel, or maybe go in with soft wax to be able to complete the service.
What's the difference between cream and gel?
It's just a consistency. So like this would be a
cream,
and then a gel base would be a little bit more see-through. We didn't bring it.
And everyone's hair is different, so sometimes gels work better on you know, a certain type of hair, usually more coarse hair. And then cream, I feel like it's for both, so that's why I like to like use it, because I feel like it gets the thin, the fine, the coarse. So yeah.
And you never know, like you literally can't ask someone like, hey, what kind of hair do you have? You just need to know, like, did they not like recently shave or anything, but you can't like ask that question. So that's why I said always to be prepared by having the different types of consistencies available. Ask them like, hey, what kind of hair do you have? Do you have coarse hair, thin hair, you know what I mean?
But we can ask like,
yeah, yes, of course, yes. You need to know that. That's definitely need to know. My more mature clients sometimes have grays, and grays are very stubborn. So you want something that can be able to get up all types of hair.